Cliche as it may sound, this is it, Pusit, because a lot of you have been requesting for this recipe, Adobong Pusit, which we will be cooking today. So I have here my squid. This is around 1.2 kilos of squid. And when you are cooking your pusit, it's very important to have a lot because it shrinks. So I have here some squid which we cleaned earlier. Yan o. Yan. And very important, to make our pusit, we have to remove our ink sacs. And we have to preserve that. Oh. This gives it all that yummy goodness. Eto, look at this piece of squid, ha. May squid sa loob niya. Wow! Kumain siya ng squid. Yan. So, you have to wash your squid. You also have to clean inside the cavity kasi sometimes merong mga natitira sa loob. And we will slice these into rings. No? And I will just cut this into rings. And if you notice, I did not remove the skin, the purple skin, because that's a lot of flavor, no? And a lot of you have been requesting for seafood recipes. Apparently, a lot of people want to become healthier. You want to make sure whenever you're cooking something, it's done properly and it does not go to waste. So, meron pa siyang ano? I missed one. Meron pa siyang, ano tawag dito? What do you call this part of the squid? Comment down below and I will teach you a technique on how to make sure that your squid is tender. This is my secret. When I'm cooking pusit, especially squid this size, I add a bit of baking soda. For this is around 1.2 kilos. So after cleaning, perhaps we'll have like a kilo or so. And I will just add baking soda. This is around half a teaspoon of baking soda. Yeah, is it there? This will help tenderize our pusit and it's going to be so good, no? So I will just put that aside, clean up, and start cooking our favorite adobong pusit. And I will start cooking it now. And today I am using olive oil, no? I'm using olive oil for this, a good amount of olive oil. And I will add garlic, whole cloves of garlic here. But I will leave around 4 cloves, which I will smash. I won't miss. I'm gonna smash my garlic, which I will saute later on with my onions. And for a bit of color, because it's going to be so black, I'm adding a bell pepper, just for color. You can also use bird's eye chili if you want it to be a bit spicy. Slowly frying my garlic until it's golden, and we will use this later on as garnish to our adobo. So my squid with the baking soda has been sitting for a little while, around close to 10 minutes. It's time for me to rinse. It's time for me to remove my beautifully fried whole cloves of garlic. Yan. To the side. I want to have that really intense peppery taste, so I will saute my whole black peppers and my cracked black pepper. So we have 2 kinds of garlic and 2 kinds of black pepper. Now I saute my garlic and my onions in my olive oil. I will also add my laurel leaves, 3 or 4, and even that alone begins to like smell like an adobo, but not quite because it still doesn't have our suka or our vinegar. So we are using white vinegar for this. Now we will add our soy sauce and suka. I'm adding my suka, so I'm using around 3/4 cup of vinegar and soy sauce. That's like our adobo base. Look at that. A lot of olive oil. That's healthy oil, of course. And I will just add a bit of sugar, just to balance. So that alone already tastes very much like our adobo. And all we have to do now is let it cook and reduce a little bit more. And now is the time I will add my Squid Ink. And look at that, no? From brown, it's gonna turn black. Be sure to smash your ink sacks like that. A lot of people are afraid of like overcooking your squid, and the key is to cook it quickly. But when you're cooking your adobo, just like this, you want the sauce to reduce. So, technically, gusto mong mabilis, pero gusto mo ding matagal kasi you want to reduce the sauce. Look at that. The squid ink is beginning to reduce, but when we add the squid, it will release water, and you have to reduce it again. But you become worried because, oh, I might overcook my squid, and it's going to become tough. Don't you worry. The secret is the baking soda, because even if you overcook your squid, it's still going to remain tender. Diba? And add our squid. Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh! Di ba kayo natatakam dyan? And here, if you want to add a bit of oyster sauce or whatever, it's really up to you. But this one is very classic and straightforward. The key to a good adobo is the balance of the asim and alat. So, sour or tangy and salty. And I will taste, I hope, yung ibig ko rin. A little bit more soy sauce. And I will add also a bit more suka. A bit more vinegar because medyo nawala yung vinegar flavor because of our pusit when we added our pusit. No? And now, we will add our bell peppers. I'm using red bell peppers here. Optional. If you don't want to add, don't add. It's up to you. But I like to add. Give it some color. And to make it even yummier, I will add chilies. So, the red bell peppers like are warning that it's going to be spicy. So, we're just adding this bird's eye chilies. Siling na buyo, pwede din. Yan. And to finish, just let that cook a little bit more. More black pepper to finish. Yan. And if you're liking this video and enjoying this recipe, don't forget to cook it at home. And of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Chef Tatung YouTube channel. And I will just add these chilies. And don't forget to hit the bell button to be notified when we have new uploads. And we are done, and we are done, and we are super done. And I'm hungry. Clean up muna tayo. And our adobo is done. You see how much it shrinks. Pero ito siya. You can reduce the sauce further. Pero ito, with rice. Perfecto. And we are adding the black goodness of our squid ink sauce. Ayay! Maparais tayo nito. And to finish, beautiful, beautiful, very rich black ink sauce. We will add our fried garlic. Diba? So, ito siya. You mash the garlic. When you're eating this, you mash it with your rice. And that's how I like my adobong pusit. You guys try this recipe. And eto, how can you say no to this? I have my adobong pusit. It's fancier than usual, but still the same. The flavors of our favorite adobo are still there. Look at that black. Paparice talaga ako nito. Ganda ng kulay ng rice, no? Mix that garlic in. I'm in adobo heaven.